Clark and Lexie Hull just dropped a double announcement that has Fever fans celebrating on two different levels. On the court, Hull just signed a multi-year deal to stay in Indiana, and she broke the news in the most iconic way possible, with Clark right by her side at the Masters. But off the court, Hull just launched her own beauty brand, Forta Cosmetics, and Clark was one of the first to say, "So proud of you." These two aren't just teammates anymore, they're business partners in building something bigger than basketball.
I definitely got passes and tried to finish when I wasn't expecting to get the ball. So like now it's like, okay, every cut I have, every cut I make, every fast break I run, like I have a real opportunity to get the ball, which definitely like took me a second. And I think it really just took one of those to really.
The Masters is known for green jackets, azaleas, and golf history. But this year, it became the backdrop for a WNBA announcement that has fans buzzing. Clark and Lexie Hull were at Augusta National together, two Fever teammates enjoying the most prestigious tournament in golf. Clark, as you probably know, is an avid golfer. She's been spotted on courses all off-season, and she brought her teammate along for the experience. But what happened next surprised everyone. Lexie Hull pulled out her phone. She recorded a video, and standing next to Clark with Augusta National in the background, she made an announcement that Fever fans had been waiting for. She's staying in Indiana. "I'm back, baby," Hull said in the video, Clark smiling beside her. The video went viral within hours because this wasn't just a routine re-signing announcement. This was a statement, a celebration, a moment between two teammates who have become genuine friends. And the timing? Perfect. The Fever had already announced that Hull signed a multi-year deal to remain in Indiana. The terms weren't disclosed, but the message was clear. The Fever value what Hull brings. Not just her defense, not just her shooting, her chemistry with Clark. Because here's the thing about Lexie Hull that doesn't show up in the box score. She's one of Clark's closest friends on the team. They travel together. They hang out off the court. They support each other's ventures. When Clark was injured and sidelined for 27 games, it was Hull who was often seen sitting next to her on the bench. When Clark returned to the court, it was Hull who was there to welcome her back. That chemistry matters. That trust matters. That friendship matters. And the Fever front office recognized it. Lexie is the kind of player every championship team needs, the Fever GM said in a statement. She defends, she hustles, she makes winning plays. But more than that, she's part of our culture. She's part of our family. We're thrilled to have her back. Hull's announcement at the Masters wasn't just about basketball. It was about loyalty, about choosing to stay, about being part of something special. And Clark was right there beside her, smiling, celebrating, supporting. That's not just teammates, that's family. Just when Fever fans thought they couldn't be more excited, Lexie Hull dropped another bombshell. This one had nothing to do with basketball. Hull announced the launch of her own beauty brand, Forta Cosmetics, and the reaction has been overwhelming. Within hours of the announcement, the brand's social media following exploded. Pre-orders sold out. Fans flooded the comments with support. And who was one of the first to celebrate? Clark. "So proud of you," Clark wrote on social media, sharing Hull's announcement with her millions of followers. That's not just a teammate supporting a teammate. That's the face of the WNBA using her platform to uplift someone she believes in. Let me tell you about Forta Cosmetics, because this isn't just a celebrity vanity project. Hull has been working on this for over a year. She's partnered with experienced beauty industry professionals. She's formulated products that she actually uses herself. The brand's debut collection includes everyday essentials, things Hull says she wished existed when she was growing up. "I've always loved beauty and makeup," Hull said in the launch video, "but I wanted to create something that felt accessible, something that wasn't intimidating, something that made you feel good about yourself." The response from fans has been emotional. One fan wrote, "Lexie Hull is a WNBA player, a defender, a champion, and now a beauty founder. She's showing young girls that you can be athletic and feminine. You can be tough and beautiful. This is everything." Another posted, "I've been following Lexie since her Stanford days. She's always been more than just a basketball player. She's smart, she's driven, she's intentional. This brand is going to be huge." And here's the thing about Hull's timing. She's launching Forta Cosmetics at the exact moment when women's sports are having a cultural moment, when athletes are being seen as more than just athletes, when brands are finally recognizing the power of women's sports. Hull isn't just riding that wave, she's creating her own. And she's doing it with Caitlin Clark by her side. One business analyst put it perfectly. Lexie Hull is smart. She's leveraging her platform at the perfect time. The WNBA is more visible than ever. Athlete-founded brands are having a moment. And she has the most famous player in the league supporting her. That's a winning combination. The Masters announcement was about basketball. The Forta launch is about something bigger. Lexie Hull is building an empire. And Caitlin Clark is right there with her. You can't tell the story of Lexie Hull's career moves without talking about Caitlin Clark. And you can't understand Caitlin Clark's off-court evolution without understanding her friendship with Lexie Hull. Because these two, they're connected in ways that go far beyond basketball. Let me take you back to the 2025 season. Clark was sidelined with injuries, missing 27 games. It was supposed to be her breakout year, and instead, she was watching from the bench, frustrated, isolated, questioning everything. Who was sitting next to her? Lexie Hull. Game after game, road trip after road trip, practice after practice, Hull was there. Not just as a teammate, as a friend. "She kept me sane," Clark said in an interview, reflecting on that difficult period. "Lexie is one of the most genuine people I've ever met. She doesn't care about fame, she doesn't care about followers, she cares about people, and she cared about me when I had nothing to give back." That's the foundation of their relationship. Not basketball, not brand deals, genuine friendship. And that friendship has translated into on-court chemistry that opponents can't figure out. When Clark drives, Hull knows exactly where to spot up. When Hull cuts, Clark knows exactly when to deliver the pass. They don't need to talk. They don't need to signal. They just know. "We've played together enough now," Hull said. "We trust each other. That's the most important thing. Trust. I know Caitlin is going to make the right play. She knows I'm going to be in the right spot. That's not something you can teach." One analyst put it perfectly. Clark and Hull have something special. It's not just about skill. It's about chemistry. It's about two players who genuinely like each other and want each other to succeed. That's rare in professional sports. And now, with Hull re-signing in Indiana, that chemistry will continue. The Fever front office recognized that you can't put a price on friendship. You can't measure trust in a box score. So they kept Hull. And they kept Clark happy. Because when your franchise player has a best friend on the team, you don't break that up. You build around it. Hull's re-signing wasn't just about defense and hustle. It was about keeping Clark's support system intact. And that's why the Masters announcement was so perfect. Two friends at one of the most iconic sporting events in the world celebrating their partnership. Not just as teammates, as family. The Fever just got a double dose of good news. On the court, Lexie Hull is staying. The multi-year deal is signed. The announcement at the Masters made it official. One of Caitlin Clark's closest friends and most trusted teammates will be in Indiana for the foreseeable future. Off the court, Hull is building something of her own. Forta Cosmetics is launching, a beauty brand founded by a WNBA player. A statement that athletes can be more than just athletes. And Clark? She's right there, supporting, celebrating, amplifying. This is what the Fever have been building. Not just a basketball team, a family, a culture, a place where players want to be, not just because they can win, but because they belong. One Fever fan wrote, "I've been watching this team since 2012. I've seen the dark years, the empty arenas, the losing seasons. And now we have players who actually want to be here, who re-sign because they love it here, who build businesses here. This is everything." Another posted, "Lexie Hull is the heart of this team. Not the star, not the scorer, the heart. She does the little things. She defends. She hustles. She keeps everyone grounded. Losing her would have been a disaster. Keeping her, that's how you win championships. And here's the thing about Hull's re-signing that nobody's talking about. It sends a message to every other free agent. The Fever take care of their own. They value chemistry. They reward loyalty. That matters. That's how you build a destination franchise. The Fever have the stars: Clark, Boston, Mitchell, Ogwumike, Cunningham. But they also have the glue: Hull, Harris, Billings, Samuelson, Cannon. Stars win games. Glue wins championships. And the Fever just locked in their glue for years to come. One analyst put it perfectly. The Fever didn't just re-sign a role player, they re-signed their culture. Lexie Hull is everything this team wants to be: tough, selfless, dedicated, and genuine. Keeping her was non-negotiable. The Masters announcement was fun. The Forta launch is exciting. But the real story? The Fever are building something special, and Lexie Hull is a huge part of it. So, where does this leave us? Lexie Hull and Caitlin Clark just made two huge announcements that have Fever fans celebrating on multiple levels. On the court, Hull is staying. The multi-year deal is signed. She announced it at the Masters, with Clark by her side, in a moment that felt less like a contract negotiation and more like a celebration of friendship. Off the court, Hull is building something bigger. Forta Cosmetics is launching, a beauty brand founded by a WNBA player who refuses to be put in a box. Athlete, defender, entrepreneur, beauty founder. She's all of it. And Clark, she's right there, supporting, celebrating, amplifying. Because that's what this partnership is about. Not just basketball, not just business, genuine friendship between two players who genuinely like each other. One fan put it perfectly. Lexie Hull is the kind of teammate every superstar needs. She's not threatened by Clark's fame. She's not jealous of Clark's attention. She just supports her. And Clark returns that support. That's rare. That's special. Another wrote, "The Fever front office deserves credit. They recognized that you can't put a price on chemistry. They kept Hull because they know what she means to Clark. That's smart team building. That's how you win championships." So, what comes next? For Hull, the work continues. Forta Cosmetics is launching. She's building a brand that will outlast her basketball career. She's showing young girls that you can be athletic and feminine, that you can be tough and beautiful, that you can be more than one thing. For Clark, the support continues. She'll be at Hull's launch events. She'll post about Forta on her social media. She'll use her platform to uplift her friend, because that's what friends do. And for the Fever, the future is bright. Clark, Boston, Mitchell, Ogwumike, Cunningham, Hull, Harris, Billings, Samuelson, Cannon. That's a roster that can win a championship. But more than that, it's a roster that wants to be together. And that's the secret ingredient, the thing you can't measure, the thing you can't buy. Chemistry, friendship, family. Lexie Hull and Caitlin Clark just proved that it exists, and the rest of the league, they should be taking notes. So, here's what I need from you. If you made it to the end of this video, you just watched two teammates make moves that go far beyond basketball. Lexie Hull re-signed with the Fever. She launched her own beauty brand, and Caitlin Clark was right there, supporting her every step of the way. This isn't just about winning games, it's about building something that lasts. Subscribe, hit that bell icon, because when the 2026 season tips off and Hull locks down an opponent's best player while Clark drops 30, you're going to want to be here to watch it happen. The Masters announcement was just the beginning. The Forta launch is just the start. Lexie Hull and Caitlin Clark are building something special, and we get to watch. I'll see you in the next one.